Ladies and gentlemen, if we can have your attention, we'd like to turn your attention over to court number 1, where we're going to have a program. We'd like to thank you all for coming out to the 2025 Pine Tree Apple Tennis Classic. What amazing tennis we've seen throughout the weekend, including this morning's open semifinals, the junior finals in the 13 and 17 divisions, the Grand Masters and Masters and more junior finals are still to come, followed by the open finals at 2. At this time, however, I'd like you to please welcome Kevin Werwie, the board president for the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund.
Thank you, Dave. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Coming through all right? Okay, awesome. Well, on behalf of the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund Board, the players, the volunteers, we want to thank all of you for coming out to our 40th anniversary, where we are now celebrating having raised well over $8 million for children's cancer research since 1986. That is amazing. We hope you've enjoyed the tennis so far. There's more to come, but we want to talk a little bit about the reason why we're here, which is to raise money to help kids who are impacted by cancer, to help them through their care journey, and ultimately to find a cure. Over the past 40 years, many research projects have been supported by the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund. Rare tumor research, as well as decreasing the side effects and impact of this cancer on these children, has been where we've traditionally been focused. And last year, we were pleased to add a third leg to our research efforts, which is called the Hematology Oncology Point of Care through Survivorship Research Endowment Fund. And this fund helps support patients through their care journey from the very beginning all the way into when they become even young adults to adults, to help them through that process and to really give the nurses and the advanced care practitioners the opportunity to do research projects to lessen the side effects of their treatment. At this time, I'd like to thank some of our key sponsors that make this event possible. First of all, our founding sponsors, the Peterson family. They had the original vision and passion to start this event back in 1986 when their daughter, Julianne, was diagnosed with cancer. And they wanted to find a way to give back to the nurses, the doctors, and the staff. So they started this little small tennis event. The first year raised $13,000, and look at where we are now, which is simply incredible. We're very grateful to the Peterson family for their passion for this event. The Jacobson family. Where are the Jacobson family? I know they're out there somewhere, but we are so grateful for providing the initial seed money to get this tournament started back in 1986. The Jacobson family has been with us every year since. We would not be here in our 40th year without them. Yep, thank you.
They seem really good together.
And they provide all these wonderful apple treats, which we love, and there's plenty left, so please be sure to go grab your apple treats before you leave today. I want to thank our site sponsor, Lifetime, White Bear Lake, and Bloomington South. We have over 200 players and hold a lot of matches through this Thursday to Sunday, and it couldn't happen without a wonderful venue like we have here at Lifetime White Bear and in Bloomington South, where the junior players played back on Friday, Saturday, and obviously the finals of the juniors here today, which is fantastic. The staff has been incredibly generous, and we're grateful to Lifetime for their support. Next, our event sponsors. So Dr. John Kretzmeyer and Dentistry for the Entire Family and his wife, Barb Jacobson, Kevin and Polly Hart, Jackie and Jeff Mudge, who are also inducted, by the way, into our Hall of Fame on Friday, and Sanjay Sile and Sile Foundation, our last event sponsor that also just made a commitment for another 3 years as an event sponsor and support us in many ways. Very grateful for them as well. Next, our presenting sponsors, and you see them up on the signs over here, but Birch Lake Dental, USTA Northern, and we had 3 new presenting sponsors this year, which was Pelco Construction, Summit Orthopedics, and Swing City Rackets in Maple Grove. So we're very grateful for our new ones. And you see some of the signs throughout the clubs about our Golden Delicious, Harrelson, and Sweet Tango sponsors who are listed in signage. We're very grateful to all that donate to this cause and make this happen, from present sponsors to donors. So thank you all for helping to make this happen. Next, I want to thank our amazing planning committee, organizing committee, and all the work that they do. Everybody is basically volunteers that work for this event. They work hard all weekend long, starting early in the day till late at night. So we're very grateful for all of our volunteers that support. And I want to give a special shout out to our anonymous donor that helps support our volunteer give back program, as well as USTA Northern for their match. We've had over 250 volunteer spots for this tournament. And because of that volunteer give back program and many other generous folks who donate their time, all of those spots were filled up by July 4th this year, which is pretty incredible. A couple of last people I want to thank. The gentleman sitting down here, Mr. Mike Yates, who is not only on our board and a treasure with his wife, Lori, does photography, does all kinds of things. He made the absolutely one-of-a-kind, beautiful trophies that you see when you walk in. And he spent a lot of time doing those, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So, Mike, thank you for your talents and all of your time and commitment, and your wife, Lori, as well. And last but not least, Lisa Mushet. Lisa, come out here for a second. Lisa. Lisa's our amazing, fearless leader, executive director of this event, and we've grown to a level, in large part because of Lisa, especially these last 7 years, to really warrant hiring an executive director. And Lisa's been an amazing fit for this role, has really helped take us to another level of growth, and leads us not only in this event, but in our organization as a whole. So Lisa, thank you, and we're so grateful for you and your entire family for all that you do. Thank you so much. At this point, I'm going to turn over to fellow board member and president to be here shortly, Mr. Matt Narr.
Thank you, Kevin. At this time, we would like to thank the players who work hard to raise money for this cause. This is a premier tennis tournament in the Twin Cities area, and we're excited that it keeps growing and growing. We had 200 players, like Kevin mentioned, participate this year, including 82 juniors, which is our largest tournament yet. We've already raised over $515,000 this year, which does not include the food, the merchandise, silent auction, any other gifts that might be coming in today. So we are very close to our big goal of $540,000.40. So thank you for everyone who's donated. And if you have not yet, there's still opportunities to bid on a silent auction item, buy a raffle ticket, or get some extra donuts to take home with you today. The players are the ones who make much of this happen, as they've raised over $327,000 this year, including over $40,000 by the junior players, which is amazing. In fact, 27 players have raised $2,500 or more, and 17 juniors raised over $1,000. So we would like to take a minute to recognize our top 6 player fundraisers this year. In 5th place is Jack Alaben with $10,456. Jack also did an amazing job with our social media and spent countless hours on that this year. So anybody who's been following on Facebook and other social media sites, that is largely due to Jack's work. So thank you. In 4th place, a gentleman who's played in all 40 events, Chris Combs with $13,754. In 3rd place, the duo of Elizabeth Walker and Bob Marolt at $18,736. In 2nd place, Marla Meny with $24,044. And our leader at an incredible $35,729 is Kevin Werwie. And if we could have Kevin and Nancy come out here real quick. We have 2 board members that are leaving the board, but obviously not leaving Pine Tree, and we just wanted to take a minute to recognize them.
I've got my card. I'm gonna grab.
So Nancy and Kevin were foundational in establishing the board and really shaping the very existence of the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund. Their leadership, vision, and unwavering commitment over the last 8 years quite literally kept us going when things could have gone another way. We wouldn't be here without them. So please join me in thanking Kevin and Nancy for their remarkable service. And now, please welcome Marla Meny to present our 2025 Sportsmanship Award.
All right. Since 2000, a Sportsmanship Award has been awarded each year to a player who has demonstrated qualities of good sportsmanship, who has significantly demonstrated his or her commitment to the cause of Pine Tree Apple Tennis Classic. This year's recipient has led the youth movement back to Pine Tree, finally old enough to play in the Open last year after growing up around the tournament. He raised $7,500 in his first year and helped with social media. This year he upped the ante by raising over $10,000, played 3 rounds, and if you saw our social media this year, it was amazing. Much of that vision and creative was done by him on a complete volunteer basis. While being a full-time college student and still teaching lessons and doing a summer internship, he also has done a great job recruiting the next generation of players to participate in this event. Please welcome the 2025 Sportsmanship Award winner, Jack Alaban. All right, Cheryl.
Thanks, Marla. At this time, please welcome our endowed chair, Dr. Chris-Ann Schultz and Dr. Lynn Tanner, and their amazing staff from Children's Minnesota, as well as our 2025 honored patient family, Roman. Chris-Ann?
Thank you so much, Cheryl. And thank you, Pine Tree. It is always so amazing to come out to this event and see all of you here to support this amazing tennis tournament, and most of all, these amazing kids, as well as the many kids in our family, in our hospital, right now in treatment, as well as in our survivorship program. That is a really important part of what we do here, this local impact. And I'm here to also tell you about all the ways that that research extends beyond your local impact to this worldwide reach of Pine Tree. So Pine Tree funding supports 3 main initiatives here at Children's Minnesota. Our Rare Cancer Research Program, our Pediatric Rare Cancer Research Program, as well as our Cancer Rehabilitation Program that Lynn will talk a little bit about, as well as now our most recent initiative, which is the Nursing Point of Care and Survivorship Endowment. And so those 3 legs of that stool really, again, have that local impact and worldwide reach. Within that rare cancer program, it's been an amazing year. So just within this year, we published these new surveillance guidelines, and those surveillance guidelines are leading to early detection of Dicer-1-related cancers when they're the most curable, sometimes even just with surgery alone, allowing kids to avoid chemotherapy, one of our main goals of that research. At the same time, we've also taken some of those tumor samples from children and even some grown-ups worldwide, and those tumor cells are now being used as tumor models, helping us to develop more effective and less toxic therapies. So we now have these models where we can test not just 1, not just 10, but even hundreds of different treatments against these rare cancer models to really try to decide which are the most promising to bring forward to the clinical space. And that is happening because of what all of you are doing here today and here this weekend. So thank you. Yes. I'd also like to introduce Heather, along with our other honored families, who are really showing us really the power of what can happen for these kids as they grow up to become Pine Tree tennis players, Pine Tree volunteers, and so much more after their cancer journey. So thank you, Heather, for being here. Thanks to all of you so much for being here. Really, the power of the research that you support, we really feel it here, and we really know it is felt by families and kids all around the world. So thank you, Pine Tree. And Lynn, on to you.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Lynn Tanner. I am the Scientific Director of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at Children's Minnesota and head up the cancer rehab research, thanks to all of your support. And I'm here with Dr. Laura Gilchrist, who is my mentor, and then Monica Olson, who is our rehab clinical specialist in oncology. And so over 21 years now, Pine Tree has helped fund our research in physical therapy. And what we've learned in that time is that we provided physical therapy to all kids diagnosed with leukemia in something that's called the Stoplight Program. That program now, that protocol is used in multiple countries around the world. And we've been able to share that if kids receive physical therapy during their treatment, they're able to reach normal levels of physical function. Now, that means that they don't just get to walk and run, they get to run as fast as other kids. And that's really important, right, for the rest of their life. And so this year, in a lot of our research, I'm sure you've heard it in the past, is looking at how chemotherapy impacts the nerves. And so that combination, since we know that medication can cause damage to the long nerves. The great thing is, though, that physical therapists can work with these kids. The families do the hard work at home, and they're able to run and jump and overcome that nerve damage from treatment, okay? This year, we looked into, if kids receive PT during treatment and they live this active lifestyle after treatment, what does that impact survival? And we found out, preliminary data, sneak peek here, that survival improves by 5.5% at 5 years when kids receive physical therapy during treatment. So we're learning that all of these things are interrelated for our families, right? If we can help them have the skills and overcome the side effects from treatment, then they can live healthy lives, and that will help their long-term survivorship. So we're very excited, and this is all due to Pine Tree's funding, right? You've helped us for 20 years, and it took that long for us to learn all of these things and put all the data together to get here. And so now physical therapy will be a standard of care for all kids with cancer, and that's what we're going for, to make sure that they can be a kid after all of this. All right, so with that, back to Cheryl. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tanner and Dr. Schultz. We are incredibly fortunate to have with us today the heart of our fundraising efforts, the families who inspire our work. These are parents, siblings, and loved ones who have faced pediatric cancer and its challenges with courage and resilience. At this time, please join me in welcoming our 2025 honored patient, Roman and his family, Mom Jasa, Dad Charlie, and brothers Gage and Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate 40 years of the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund, a truly remarkable milestone for a remarkable cause. My name's Charlie Engasser, and I'm here both as a proud supporter of Pine Tree and, more importantly, as a father of courageous Roman next to me. In April of 2023, Roman was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. As you can imagine, hearing those words as a parent shakes you to your core. But what we didn't know in that moment was just how many incredible people and programs would rally around Roman and our family, not just to help him survive, but truly thrive. Thanks to the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund, one of the most impactful of those programs has been the world-class physical therapy and rehab team at Children's Minnesota, led by our friend Monica. Supported in part by Pine Tree, this program is more than just movement. It's momentum, it's hope. It's the bridge between treatment and possibility. Throughout nearly 2.5 years of treatment, Roman has endured 819 days of treatment. 87 times his port was accessed with a needle, 125 chemo infusions, 1,460 oral chemo pills, never missing a dose, 19 spinal injections, 37 home care visits, 5 ER visits, 17 days in the hospital, and 5 blood transfusions. Finally, thousands of squats and jumps while also having a lot of fun with Monica in physical therapy. Not once has Roman ever complained. He continues to play hockey, baseball, football. He went to school as often as he could, and he never lost his spark, his smile, or his fight. Thanks to the dedication of his care team and the strength he built through physical therapy, Roman is now just 1 week away from finishing his leukemia treatment. Even more incredibly, he's already tested out of physical therapy. He's exceeding his peers in many physical benchmarks. That is nothing short of amazing. It didn't happen by chance. It happened because of world-class care, because of community, and most of all through Roman's spirit and perseverance. Our family has grown stronger because of this challenge and because of the support that has surrounded us. On behalf of Roman and our family and the countless children whose lives you've touched, thank you. Thank you to every volunteer, every player, every sponsor, and every supporter. You haven't just helped kids survive, you've helped them thrive. And finally, a special thank you to Monica. Monica, your positive energy, your ability to meet Roman exactly where he was during treatment, your creative approach to therapy, and your unwavering encouragement were a bright light during some of the most challenging months of our lives. You didn't just help Roman move, you helped him believe. You are part of his success story, and we are forever grateful for that. I also would like, yes, thank you, Monica. I also would like to thank Roman's brothers, Gage and Jones, who continued his physical therapy at home through WWE-style wrestling matches, soccer shootouts, and slip and slide races. You pushed him, challenged him, and showed him what brotherhood really means, sometimes ending in tears, but that's what brothers are for. Always in tears. Okay. To all the donors who've supported the Pine Tree Apple Classic Fund, thank you. Your generosity has made programs like Roman's possible. You've given families like ours hope, strength, and support when we needed it most. I encourage you to continue giving, to continue investing in these programs so that more children can receive the care, therapy, and inspiration they need to thrive. Your impact is real, and we are living proof of that. Here's to the next 40 years of compassion, community, and changing lives. One serve, one swing, and one story at a time. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for everybody donating to the Pine Tree Apple Fund, and everybody has cancer. I just want to thank everybody, so yeah.
Thank you, Roman and family. I want to express our sincere gratitude for these remarkable families for sharing their stories. Their strength and resilience inspire us all and remind us of the importance of why we are here. Thank you so much. We also recognized our other honored patient survivor, Tricia Anderson, on Thursday evening and again on Friday as part of our 40th anniversary celebration event. And now back to Kevin.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Dr. Schultz, Dr. Tanner, Dr. Gilchrist, Monica, and the entire staff. We're so grateful for all that you do and the amazing results. And to Roman and family, thank you so much for being our honored patient this year. And Roman, we have a special gift for you. That tennis ball was signed by every player in this tournament to offer our support for you. But I think you're going to ask your mom and dad for a big racket so you can hit with that, all right? So, thank you so much for all your support and for being here. We really appreciate it. Well, that concludes our program for today. Just a couple of quick shout-outs. Please visit our concession stand. The people back there, by the way, a big shout-out to our food tent crew. Yep, they do an amazing job working behind a hot grill. Buy a T-shirt, merchandise. Don't forget about the silent auction items that you can just scan the QR code. It'll tell you if you've been outbid or if you got your items that you'd love. So don't forget about that. It closes at 3 p.m., just so you know, the silent auction. And we've got some great tennis coming up. But again, we can't thank you enough for coming out to celebrate this 40th anniversary. You make all of this possible, and Heather as well. So thank you, Heather. We're very grateful. Now enjoy an awesome Masters and Grandmasters finals, followed by the Open finals after that. Thank you so much.